you. Thank you for being here today. I'm Jaren, and again, thank you for journeying with me to my healing. Okay, first of all, I just want to acknowledge my friends and family who has given me a lot of support. And to you who's watching this now, thank you. Thank you for all your messages, for all the love that you've just given me and you're giving me right now. I see you, I feel you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And so today, I want to discuss with you how it all started. How did my Myasthenia Gravis or MG journey started? My initial symptoms, how was I diagnosed, and what are my current medications? Okay. I read in a book by Dr. and Brother Bo Sanchez that our body is meant to be healthy. And so in order for us to be able to help our body, it gives us 3 signs. First, it whispers, and then it shouts, and then it screams. So our body whispers to us every time. So whenever you have a fever, you have a headache, those are our body's whispers to us, telling us to have a body check, give it a rest for a while. And so I think all of us are actually go through all this phase. Our body always whispers to us, and if it keeps on whispering and we don't hear it, that's the time when it starts to shout. So that's where I want to start also, when my body started shouting. I think that was the first initial symptoms of MG. I didn't realize it back then. I just reflecting on it, I think that was the start of it. A year before I got diagnosed, I already started feeling some symptoms. One was, or the first one that I recall is the weakness in my arms. Most specifically, my grip, my hand grip. There was a time when I was having difficulty clipping my nails. Yeah, I had to put my elbow into something just to be able to continue clipping my nails. At that time, I didn't really think about it that much. I just brushed it off, thinking I might just be very tired. And so, the next time that I felt something, the next time that my body shouted was when it was for my eyes. It started having a double vision. First, it was just a blurry eyesight and then a double vision. I remember, because I worked before in Singapore, I remember I was in vacation back then. We went for a hike, and then after we went down, we were going home. I was very confused because I was seeing double vision, and I couldn't really understand why. And so, a few days after that, I went to the doctor to have my eyes checked. The doctor just gave me a supplement, a vitamin supplement, a B complex, and just told me to rest it off. So for a few days or a few months, that's it. That's just what I did. Rest my eyes, if it happens. It comes and goes. And then I take the supplements, but I don't take it regularly. Yes. And also, I didn't really change anything in my lifestyle. I just continue. Whenever I feel something wrong with my eyes, I take my supplements. And then another one was my eyes also started moving. I remember I was in a party back then. Of course, it was after office hours. They were jokingly telling me that I'm having a marker eyes. So I thought that was just very, very silly back then. I still finished the party, went home and slept it off. I was noticing it, but I wasn't really doing anything about it. just continues. The blur vision, the drooping of eyelids, and even the double vision comes and goes every now and then. And that's it. And then that's when my body started screaming. One time, back in 2017, I felt my eyes feeling heavy, and also, yes, I had again the double vision. I thought it was still the same, would come and go, but then it didn't go. I was having a double vision for a couple of days, and so that's when I went to an eye doctor in Singapore. I had a series of eye tests, several eye tests, and I'm very, very thankful that I was able to go to a doctor. It's really very good. She was the first one who gave me an initial diagnosis. What she said there was, I might have an ocular myasthenia gravis, because it was very irregular, based on her observations and based on the test that she did. The initial findings was an ocular myasthenia gravis, but she cannot confirm it because we need to do some more tests, and that test would include CT scan, MRIs, and a lot of blood tests. So I told her since I'll be going back to the Philippines during that month, I'll do all the tests in the Philippines. Yeah, so that time, since it wasn't really going well with my eyesight, aside from the double vision, it also started going also. That's the time that I prayed, really prayed for a miracle. And so I went back here in the Philippines to have my test. I consulted a neurologist. We did some physical tests to check my strength, my muscle strength. And also after that, we did some blood tests. I had an MRI, the skull. MRI, this was mainly to rule out other diseases, most particularly multiple sclerosis. So, MS or multiple sclerosis have the same symptoms as MG. So, the test is needed to rule it out. And I also had a CT scan to check my thymus gland. And check if it is swollen. And if it is swollen, I might go through an operation. There are some studies which connects thymus gland and MG, which I still don't really understand. But some other go through a thymectomy to remove the thymus gland. And yeah, some patients reports have a remission after the operation. Thankfully, I didn't know to need to go through that operation. Okay, and then the last test that was made was RNS. I forgot the exact test name, but basically it's to test my nerve responses, my muscle response, electric nerve pulses. So a needle is inserted in some of the areas of my body, and then electric, small electric waves or electric shocks, so that they will be able to check how my body would respond. And that's the time when it was confirmed that I have an MG or myasthenia gravis. I was hoping that it was only ocular myasthenia gravis, but then upon testing, it was general myasthenia gravis, which means I have weakness not only in my eyes but also physically in my body. And then after the confirmation, I don't know why, but became a roller coaster from there. All my other symptoms showed up. The weakness in my facial muscles showed right after the diagnosis. I'm not able to smile. I think that was the saddest thing about it. I'm not able to smile. It was so frustrating because as simple as smiling, I'm not able to. A friend told me to smile with my eyes, but it was not easy. You know why? Because in order for you to smile through your eyes, you should really be happy and going through the changes, going through the phases, going through that information. Those are all information overload. It's really overwhelming. I just can't feel the true happiness inside. So it was kind of a difficult time for me. It was a stressful time for me. I guess that's also the reason why all other symptoms after my diagnosis showed up. My arms started weakening, my legs started weakening. It was a roller coaster ride from there. During the first few weeks and first few months of my diagnosis, it was merely a trial and error of the medication. A medication so that it check what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and it's not 100%. It doesn't work 100% every time. The most difficult thing, I guess, was the time when I had difficulty swallowing. So my muscles in my throat is actually already affected, so I'm not able to swallow. And one thing that was that the doctor told me is that if I'm having difficulty swallowing, I should not eat or even drink. Otherwise, the fluid might go to my lungs, which might result in myasthenia crisis, and that is actually I think that's the most difficult part of the journey for me. I remember singing or reciting ABCs before eating so that I would be able to check if I have a slurred speech. Because if I have slurred speech, it means I'm not able to swallow. It means I'm not able to eat nor drink. And that was the time when I lost a lot of weight. What did I learn from all this? One, when we pray, God sometimes doesn't answer our prayers because maybe it's not yet time. I remember before going to the Philippines for checkups, I remember praying so hard for a miracle, for my eyesight to get better. And my prayer was something like a bargain. I was serving at the feast at that time, in Singapore. My prayer was, Lord, if I keep on serving you, if I finish serving this, please heal my eyesight. And it just didn't happen. It's not that God didn't answer my prayer or ignored me at that time, but I guess reflecting on it, had God answered my prayer at that time, it wouldn't have a real impact. I don't think I'd be changing my lifestyle. Yes, I'd be thankful, but the long-term effect would be different for me. So yeah, I think whenever we pray and when He doesn't answer yet, maybe for me, I think God is asking me to do something greater. It's not really healing me, but also healing me for a long time. For me to be able to learn to take care of my body. The second learning from me here is be kind. most of the time, the symptoms doesn't really shows. Or if you looked at me back then, if you see me on the streets, if you really don't know me, you wouldn't really think that I was diagnosed with disease. And that's true for all other diseases as well. So everyone, I believe everyone is going through something. So please be kind. And also be kind not to others but also to yourself. Your body is changing. And just be patient with yourself. Give it some time to adjust. Give yourself some rest. I'll be releasing this video on the day before Valentine's, so I guess it's just more apt to say, send love, receive love, send love to everyone around you, be more understanding, send love. We don't really know what's going on other people's lives, so just send out some love and receive love. Receive love. Give love to yourself. Receive love from others who loves you. And be open to receiving God's love also. Okay, so I guess I'll end with that. Thank you so much. I hope you picked up something. And yes, if you know anyone who's going through something whom you think would help this video, try to share it. Send love. And that's it for now. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day and God bless. Hope to see you again next time. Bye.